I, 23 male, was dating my ex, 23 female, up until a month ago. We were together for 4 years before that. So before we broke up, she was acting distant for a good month, then as of last month sat me down and asked for an open relationship. The minute those words came out of her mouth, I broke up with her. I came into this relationship expecting a monogamous relationship, and now she wanted to change the relationship. I only want to be with one person. If we couldn't agree on that, saw no future, with the way she was acting before this, I can't trust her, and even if she wasn't acting shady, I wouldn't be able to trust her anyway for suggesting it. Those are some of the reasons I decided to break up with her in that moment, even though it might seem harsh. In my opinion, if someone wants a relationship like that, the relationship should start like that for it to be healthy, not just dumped on your partner after years of monogamy. Now I've been getting texts and voicemails from her crying to take her back, and that she didn't mean it. I'm not sure what to think. Some people have been telling me that I acted too rash and didn't even give us time to work it out, and that it was cruel of me to do that. Is this something I acted too quick with or not? TLDR, girlfriend suggested open relationship, I broke it off, now she wants to get back together. Nope. You went with your instincts. They were correct. If she wants to sleep with other people, she can do it without you. I don't understand why she feels like she needs you. You gave her exactly what she wanted. Why isn't she happy? Good for you. She probably had someone in mind, it didn't work out, and now she's crawling back. You know what you want in a relationship and she's not it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that she cheated either emotionally or physically already and was just trying to use it as an excuse. I can't trust a person who suddenly wants to turn a monogamous relationship into an open/poly one. Especially with the way she was acting the month before this all happened. I spend too much time on this sub, and situations like yours almost always seem to start with a partner getting a wandering eye and wanting to cheat without consequences, so the idea of open relationships gets brought up. I think your instincts are correct. I commend you for being put together enough to know what you want and secure enough to not compromise your values. She's trying to legitimize her actions by associating them with polyamory/open relationships, when what she really wanted was a hall pass. Just a garden variety cheater trying to spin it as something more socially acceptable. That would not surprise me either. Usually, when someone suddenly wants an open relationship, there is almost always someone they have in mind that they either cheated emotionally or physically. Whoever has been telling you that you acted rash, impulsive, cruel, needs to learn to stay in their own lane. They are probably people she is whining to because of your refusal to be her fallback plan when what's-his-name rejected her. What an audacity to say you did not give a chance to work on things. What is there to work on exactly? A relationship where now you can never trust your GF and have the headache of constantly feeling suspicious and on edge? No thank you. Does she still want an open relationship after getting back together? Will she cheat if you say no? She's obviously interested in seeing other people. Let her be single and sort herself out. If it works out in the future, then that's great, but in the meantime it sounds like you are on two different paths of learning about yourselves. You are right to break it off. I dated someone who wanted an open relationship. I told her I would break up if she wanted it, she relented and stopped asking. However, that did not mean she didn't stop. I found out she was dating another person and I broke up with her. She begged and pleaded for me to take her back. I relented and did. Do you think she stopped? Don't be an idiot like me, stick to your guns. P.S. Yes, I did permanently break it off the second time. It was a waste of 3 years though. OP, once you can't trust someone, it's really impossible to move forward in a healthy relationship. Instead, you will always wonder what she did or is doing. Why did she ask? Was it because she had a side piece already and needed approval to alleviate the guilt? Or does she have a crush she wants to get with? Whatever the reason, it's not in your best interest. She can get laid every night with a new person. As a guy, you would be the sucker sitting on the couch by yourself. Honestly, I think an open relationship would benefit me more or be about even. It's just not something I want. We are both bi, something we bonded over. It would be pretty easy to get a new guy every night for me with the abundance of gay hookup apps. But if I wanted to sleep around, I would be single, not in a committed 4-year monogamous relationship. Update. I thought I would give an update since people DM me to post one when I can. I didn't expect to update this soon though. After posting and expressing to some people that I had a suspicion she cheated on me, I couldn't get the nagging feeling out of my head. I didn't want to know at first, but decided to go digging and ask mutual friends what X had been up to that month she was acting shady. I didn't expect one of her closest friends to spill the beans, but she did. My suspicions were correct. She had been cheating on me with a mutual friend's cousin. I decided to message the guy on Facebook. When I messaged him, he wanted to meet in person, so I met him at a local pub. When I got there, he apologized and explained everything. How he didn't know she was in a relationship and that the day she called me wanting me back is the day he found out and broke it off. I can't fault the guy. He seemed genuine and really apologetic. On the plus side, I drank for free the entire time. He seems like a great guy, especially considering how he broke it off right away once he knew. I won't lie, he's a handsome and great guy and I would let him F me to rub it in my ex's face lol. But at least I have a bit of closure now. I've blocked my ex on everything and I'm gathering her stuff she's left here to mail to her so she doesn't come knocking. It's taking a lot of power not to leave a note in the box along the lines of, "Mark seems nice, too bad you lost him too." Sorry if some of this makes no sense, I'm typing this on phone and my fat thumbs are doing me no favors. It also doesn't help I'm a bit tipsy, but I'm glad I could vent and get advice from you beautiful effers of Reddit. TLDR, she was cheating. You're lucky she showed her real self before marriage. Good luck, man. Marry Mark, he seems like a great catch. Well, I'm really proud of you for doing that number one, because when you agree to things you don't want, it's the beginning of the end of any relationship. I think that this often happens. That somebody started cheating but doesn't want to lose the person they're with so they asked for an open relationship. Good luck to you in the future, you're gonna be just fine. Congrats. Sounds like you made a new friend, at least, lol. I would honestly be friends with that kind of guy. It would also be pretty hilarious to the ex. Dude may have lost his GF, but gained something better. We have each other's numbers now, so we'll probably hang out with him again. So happy you found out the truth. It hurts now, believe me, I know from personal experience, but you will move on. Definitely hang out with Mark. Seems like a cool dude. Don't rush back into dating, enjoy the single life. It's always good to see people with a backbone. I also like the fact that the guy she was cheating with now knows, and you helped him dodge a bullet. You guys are both kings. You are the first I read here that made the good move the moment open relationship has been pronounced. And you were entirely completely right. You are my new hero. When they ask for an open relationship out of nowhere, it is always the same reason. Never doubt yourself for a second. Except OP stated in the last post that he and his GF had invited other people into the bedroom before. Like if they were 100% vanilla monogamous before, I could see that being a red flag, though still warranting a discussion before breaking up, but even if OP was right, it feels a bit silly to have completely gone nuclear over his GF thinking about polyamory, when they've been polysexual before. Honestly, cheaters should be named and shamed. Posted on Facebook and tagged, lol. But then most people, myself included, don't enjoy having their dirty laundry posted online, so, anyway, it sucks to hear she was cheating on you. That's some snake crap right there trying to get back with you. Almost a shame the guy she was seeing seemed so nice. He didn't deserve her crap either. All the best to you, and may she do a lot of growing up. Next story. We've been together for a few months now but had been casually seeing each other before then. He told me he's falling in love with me, and this is why he's telling me how he tested me. Before we actually committed, I kept getting strange texts from his friend. I was never interested in him even though it wouldn't have been wrong since I was single. But I found out he was asking his friend to do it so he can test my loyalty. There would be days of him just ignoring my messages or calls. This was to test my clinginess. When we were committed properly, I found a bra that wasn't mine which caused a huge week-long argument, but now I've found out that was also a test. He said the tests will stop from now on, but I'm honestly extremely angry. I don't feel like I can forgive these tests, but I was told by a friend I'm overacting and everyone has their own little relationship tests. I don't think I'd be the only person angry by this though. This post is one giant red flag. You do you, but I'd be out the door so fast. This goes beyond being angry. Thank you, I'm not attached to the relationship as much as I think he is, so I'm most likely going to walk away. I really just wanted someone's opinion that I'm not crazy and imagining these red flags. Tell him he failed your test. Anyone who's testing someone in a relationship has already failed the test of whether they can be open and honest with their partner. Lying and manipulation is not the foundation of any relationship. The fact that you're not even sure whether you're crazy for reacting to these very obvious awful signs, that means he's already done a number on you. Please get away from him before he does more. I would test back as petty revenge before I broke it off as the biggest middle finger, so hopefully, they learn not to play with people. This is deeply manipulative and may even qualify as gaslighting. Is he going to test you each time he feels insecure? Doesn't like your friends? At what point do you start questioning what's real in your life and what's your BF just contriving situations for validation? More importantly, what happens if you don't pass the test in the manner he is seeking? Is this like red light green light in Squid Games? Or is he just going to dump you? This is just a slippery slope here, OP, and I'm concerned about that kind of power dynamic. By testing you, ironically he's provided you with data you wouldn't otherwise have come across so easily. He's immature, he's very insecure, he doesn't trust you, he thinks you're vain enough to fall for flattery from someone else when you've made it clear you are interested in him. He has treated you with a great deal of disrespect, he's been very sneaky, and he thinks it's okay to play mind games. Just take some time and think about all the things he has told you directly and indirectly about his character and his values. LOL. He wanted to test if you broke up if he cheated. WTF. And what outcome does he actually want? If you leave him, is it good? Dump this piece of crap. You already seem to know that his behavior was not normal. He presumed that you were going to cheat, and he had someone tempt you. Congrats, you passed. Unfortunately, you won something that you no longer want. You're not wrong. This behavior is a red flag. You've only been together a couple of months, and he's been testing you all along? Yes, you can do better. If a relationship isn't built on trust, respect, and love, why stay in it? He has shown that he doesn't respect you, silent treatment, trust you, loyalty tests, so why would you believe that he loves you? When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. People know themselves much better than you do. That's why it's important to stop expecting them to be something other than who they are. You deserve better, OP. The good news is that it's only been a few months, and there are millions of other people out there, of which many will treat you better. Don't settle for this kind of treatment. You deserve better.